Hey there, welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Let's think outside of the box, and let's think outside of the wreath making box. So we're going to make a crisscross wreath with paint sticks. Yep, I said paint sticks. I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful Valentine's wreath, but honestly, you could do this for any occasion. So let's get started. Okay, so you know the finished product. You know what's going to happen before I even do, but I have a vision in my mind. So let me just kind of fill you in. It's the beginning of January 2022. Cannot believe we're already here. It feels like it was just January of 2020. I know. I won't speak of that year. But it has been a rough start for our household here. So as you know what's going on in the world, it kind of went through my family the last week or so. So we are trying to get back on track here. I'm going to do the best I can. Hopefully I can get this all filmed today. Please bear with me with my voice because you know what's going around. I'm not going to say the word because of the algorithms on YouTube. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to talk about it. But just so you know, everybody's doing good and we have survived. Even the kids got it. So, but what we're going to do is I know I've been getting messages and I'm just like, I don't have anything. I don't have the energy because last Sunday's video was actually a video I made on Amazon Live, and I was able to do a voiceover, and I was really thankful. And I had that all edited and uploaded because I was supposed to go to a trip to Dallas, and the day that I was supposed to go to Dallas, I had to cancel that trip. So I had already had that done. So the last 10 days have not been pleasant. So we're going to try to get this done so we can have a video this week. I don't want to leave you guys hanging here. And so I just went shopping in my basement, guys. I did have some paint sticks, and you can get paint sticks at your local home improvement store. They gave them to me for free. And these are the big ones. These are the giant ones. We're not going to use the small ones. We're going to use the giant ones. I've seen a little bits and pieces here. I don't typically sit and watch YouTube videos. I know that some of you guys might think that I do to get ideas, but I really don't. I've seen like suggestions of like the yardstick. I know people have used yardstick to make like a rail, and I thought that's such a great idea, but why couldn't we do it with paint sticks? And then I'm just going to kind of have my own twisted flair on it. Okay, so I'm sure this is not a new concept, but I'm going to share it from my point of view. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is, just because I want to be extra, just because I want to do something different, you could make them and we could just have two separate and we could hang them side by side, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to do an X pattern here. So what I want to do is I want to get this set up so that we can make that happen. So basically I want to decide what I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. I know I should be a little bit more precise here. Let's see, it looks about right. And I'm going to take my glue gun here and I'm just simply going to glue it down right here. And we're just going to make an X. I think this is about right. I'm probably off. I don't know. We might have to do two more. Yeah, just kind of eyeball it. I'm going to move it around here. I think that's about right. And I want to just kind of do an X marks the spot type of deal here. Put a little bit more here. A little bit. This is also the Gorilla Glue, guys. I always recommend that. Again, and I know I say this in all my videos, I have an Amazon storefront and I just glued it to my base here. Not a good idea. You can find all my tools in my Amazon storefront. I'm going to have to clean that up. So I'm going to let this dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start putting our, we're going to make this into a work form, basically. So we're going to let that dry and set up. But go to Amazon. Link is in the description box below. I love my tools and I recommend them and I use them. So there you go. Okay, so as you can see, I added a little bit more glue on the back side of it. And then what I would suggest is take two different of these pipe cleaners, zip tie, or Chanel stems, whatever you call them. I cannot believe the other day somebody was on my friend's YouTube channel and my friend Michelle calls them fuzzy sticks. Okay, guys, fuzzy sticks. You know why she calls them fuzzy sticks? Because that's what the package says. And somebody on her channel was like, Why are you using such cutesy language? You know why? Because it said fuzzy sticks on the package. So if you want to come after me for the way I say something, think twice about it. I think it's silly. But anyways, I don't know why I told you guys that. You know, I'm feeling kind of ornery today. So we've got that. So we've got all of that. It should be just fine. Okay, so we're going to set this to the side. But what we're going to do first, actually, we're going to do this first. We're going to create our own work tie. So I'm going to take some of these, I'm going to call them fuzzy sticks today. Just to be difficult, I'm going to call them fuzzy sticks. I don't care. So I'm going to be just difficult because I want to. So at the 1 inch mark here, because I love my mat, I would recommend if you don't have one of these, get one of these. And I'm going to take my little stapler here, and I'm just going to staple it in. So there's one work form, and I think 3 of these are going to be about the right width, but let's do this. We're going to do one here and one here on this side, and then we will actually put one on and see how close we want to do the next one before we put it on. So with this one, because this one is laying next to the ground or next to the table, we can do the top, but let me see. I don't want to risk hurting. This is pretty stable. That's okay. We'll do that. Grab some more. Again, 1 inch here. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Just use your eyeballs and just kind of, you could even use hot glue here if you want to hot glue it down. See, I'm not even getting it all the way, but it's not gonna go nowhere. And then you could just put a little bit of felt on it too. So again, remember, Julie is feeling a little ornery today, so that's all right. We all have those days, right? So we're going to get it started that way, all right? So one of the 2 things that you can do, we're going to use this. I'm using, honestly, this color mesh because I have a lot of this. A few years ago, I bought a case of this, and I've just got a lot. And you can get this at the Wreath shop, and you can get this mesh at the Wreath shop. I'm not sure about all the ribbon, but Mel's Crafty Mojo is a great place to shop, and Trendy Tree. I have links for everything down below, so in the description box. But I wanted to kind of use this up because I kind of feel like red and white and black could be used other times other than just Valentine's. You could take the heart that we put on it, take it off, maybe use something else in its place, and then you've got a multi-purpose wreath. You don't have to use it just for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to cut, we're going to cut some of this in 15 inches. You could use a wood burner for this, but I'm not going to because it just takes a little bit of time to cut that. And it doesn't fray as much. This is a faux cotton jute mesh, and it's 10.5 inches long. And I'm just going to take my rotary cutter here, and I'm going to try to stay in between the lines the best I can. And I'm going to cut, let's see, we're going to need, let's see, 12 pieces of this at 15 inches. So I'm going to cut these at 15 inches, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my other mesh cut, but we are going to use the wood burner on this deco mesh simply because I kind of feel like it'll give it a better finish. So I'm going to just take my wood burner, and we talk about this in every single video. I do a lot of TikToks and reels and ideal pins, and I know that people aren't always seeing me on YouTube using my wood burner, but this is what's really important about watching the YouTube videos, because I go in more detail. And so if you're here watching this video, thank you so much for watching it. But this is a wood burner. If you can see the chisel tip that I use. I'm using a glass cutting board. I know it's kind of messy, but it works. It does the job just fine. I'm going to take my wood burner, and I'm going to start off an edge here because this is a little raggedy. I just opened up the package, and I'm going to do my best to stay in between the lines, okay? Like right here, I didn't get those. Oh, they're just sticking to the table actually, or to the glass. Now it's really important to use a mask. I'm using an N95 mask here. If you want to use something stronger, go right ahead, but I always recommend use a mask when you're using a wood burner. It's just safer. So we did the other ones at 15 inches, and I think I'd like to do this one at 15 inches as well. So I'm going to cut 12 of these at 15 inches just because I just want, a good amount of mesh and a curl for our wreath here. And I don't know, we can call it the crisscross wreath, but that's what we're going to do it. But just cut 15 pieces here. or no, 12 pieces, I'm sorry. 12 pieces at 15 inches of length, all right? You're not gonna use the whole roll here. And I believe that that will be enough. It might be too much, and we'll see at the end. That's always why you should watch till the end, because I always change my mind. You know me. I like to change my mind. I'm a woman. So let's keep it going. All right, I'm just gonna twist these on the back here just to get them out of my way because it's gonna bother me. So anyhow, let's just bring this back up here. And so basically what we're gonna do is we are gonna take our black and white base, and if you'd rather your black and white base be showing more, you can do that. I'm gonna get rid of the ribbon out of here, out of the way. I'm a little, you know guys, it's the first day back. And so I'm a little kind of absent-minded today. So we're gonna just do the best that we can, and you guys are awesome, and you always give me a lot of grace and mercy. So you can see that's how much I had left of the one roll of this. And so, you know, just set that to the side, maybe make a smaller version of this or whatever you want to do. So we're just going to do the basic curl method, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and roll my ends in a little bit first, okay? Kind of like a roll and a half here, all right? And then you're just going to start gathering them, okay? And this is just a curl method, and it's pretty simple, okay? We're going to make sure everything is up, and we're going to just lay it down in that first pipe cleaner, all right? And I'm just going to twist it, all right? So now we're going to take a red and white one. It's probably a little bit easier to kind of move this over. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just roll it in a little bit there. I'm going to roll this side in a little bit. All right, and then we're just gonna roll and gather. Maybe even roll this in just a little bit more. I just love the look of that white and that red. So I'm gonna kind of put this more at an angle here. I don't wanna lay it directly over top, if that makes sense, okay? So we just want it to kind of do that. So now what are we gonna do? We're gonna go grab some of our ribbon because we're not done yet, all right? Let me find the ribbon I want to use. Hold on. Actually, I changed my mind. We're not going to put the ribbon yet. So now that I've got that one, I'm going to kind of like measure out to see where I want the next one. So I'm thinking the next one should be about right here, which is, you're just going to kind of eyeball it here. I'm going to say right to the like inside tip of that first curl here. So just get another one of your pipe cleaners, and I'm just going to use my finger here to kind of gather it. Just kind of guesstimate here. And watch your fingers. Again, this is in my Amazon store. So let me do a better job. I don't know why I'm always so off. That's better. Oh my goodness. It's okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to grab one of these. I already had one. Listen, go to Dollar Tree and get these chip clips. I know they're clothes hangers, but I call them chip clips. These are so handy, and they hold a big thing of mesh so well. All right, so we're gonna put one roll here. You'll be glad you went to Dollar Tree and got those. Just saying. And then let's grab another one here. This is gonna be a fun TikTok to make because I'm just like moving everything out of the way here. Do you follow me on TikTok? Do you follow me on Instagram? If you don't, all the links to those are down below. So let's just do this one again. As you can see, I'm kind of keeping the same theme here. This is going one way, that's going the other. I kind of like that look. What do you think? This is our crisscross wreath. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put one more on here. So that's what I thought. I thought I would use 3 bunches per half of the stick, okay? So take another one of these, and again, you're gonna just kind of measure. You're gonna go underneath where the last bit is there of this. You want that to be overlapping just a little bit. Let's see if I can do a little bit better job this time. Nope. So it's in there. It's good. It's not going anywhere, but anyway, so let's call this the crisscross wreath. And this is just something I had in my head, and I thought you could just do it down, you know, just keep them straight and do that. You know, you could do either or. But I just thought, why not try something a little different? So that's kind of what's kind of popped into my head, because I was just, you know, I couldn't do much, and I was like, okay, what are we gonna do? Because I need to give you guys a new idea. So let's grab this. And who doesn't like free paint sticks? You know what I'm saying? At least the guy at my Menards, you know, they give them to me for free. I'm sure you can buy them too. All right, so we're just gonna do this and add it in the same direction as we did the other ones. All right, and you're just gonna leave all of all your little fuzzy sticks or pipe cleaners. You're just gonna leave them because we're gonna come back and we're gonna add ribbon, okay? So as you can see, I've got that done. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and over here, and then we'll be back, okay? So just keep hanging with me here, because we're gonna go to the next step in a moment. All right, I think this is one of those projects where it's gonna be a little hard to see the whole thing, but you're kind of getting the gist of it here. We have a crisscross wreath. Gonna kind of go in with a different concept here, okay? So as you can see, I put some ribbon on this one. It's gonna be really simple. You're gonna cut whatever ribbons that you want, whether you wanna do red, black, white, pink, whatever you wanna do. You're gonna cut ribbon lengths at 8 inches long, and then you're simply going to dovetail them. I kind of like have my 8 inches. I've got 3 here. I'm gonna just fold them in half there, and there's no real like way to do it, but then you make a little dovetail. I'm going to go on this other side. Doesn't have to be perfect, and there we go. So now we have dovetails. Okay, so we're going to work with our existing pipe cleaners here. I'm going to take a black and white one, a red and white check. So this is 1.5 inch, 2.5 inch. You could use all 2.5 inch. You could use all 1.5 inch. And I'm just going to do a layer it that way. And then I'm just going to kind of gather them in the middle and then place them where the fuzzy stick is, okay? So I'm gonna just twist that. And then you're just gonna kind of play with your ribbon and get it the way you want it to lie, like right so. And then you're just gonna take your clippers here and you can just clip those fuzzy sticks right down there. Just gonna cut these too. I didn't cut my sticks over here. So what do you guys call them? Fuzzy sticks, Chanel stems, or pipe cleaners? It depends on where you buy them, I think. Maybe where you were raised. Okay, but anyway, so that's what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna put it in each of these. You know, we have 3 on each side, so you're gonna need 12, 8 inches, all of them a piece, and you're just going to layer them. Really easy here, and just make a little ribbon patch, so to speak. And I'm just gonna lay them right here. And then we're gonna put a heart on this, and I think we're gonna do like a little hanger up here as well. You don't have to do that part, but if you want to, you can do it, and it'll be really cute. So let's just keep putting the ribbon, and then I will show you the next point of this wreath. Okay, so before I show you the front of it and how cute and adorable it is, let's do like a ribbon hanger. And I just got some of this black satin ribbon that I have in the back here. And I'm simply going to I'm just going to staple it to the back here. So I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna go onto this side. So I'm gonna just do this. I think I'm gonna bend it over, maybe add a little bit of hot glue just to kind of add a little bit more, just a little bit of structure to it. And then I'm just gonna put my staple gun and just put it there. Let's do another one. Not gonna hurt anything, and then that will stay put. And then I'm just gonna I think this is about as high as I want it. So I'm gonna cut that. Again, I'm just eyeballing it, guys. That's all I do here. just gonna eyeball what I want to do. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue under again. Okay. And let me get this back into the frame here so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm just holding my paint sticks, okay? So we got that part. So let's flip it over. I think this is turning out really cute, but you could just hang it like so. You could make this a little bit smaller, but you know me, I'm gonna put a little bow here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to wrap that to a simple red bow. I just love this ribbon. I think it's really pretty and dainty, and that's what I want to use. So I'm just going to make, we're going to make a very simple bow. Take about, let's do 8-inch tails because we don't want it to be too long, and we're just going to gather, okay? Take another 8-inch loop, which is going to be a 4-inch loop. We're not doing a big one here. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to keep going. Oops, I've got it all twisted here. And another 8 inches, gather, bring it back, and then twist it, okay? And let's do another 8 inches, come back, twist, and do it again. And come back, all right? That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna keep that simple and cut off an 8-inch tail. Again, 8 inches is kind of the key here. I'm going to take another pipe cleaner. I'm going to go over the top with this right here. And then we're going to like straighten this out and make it look super cute. I'm going to twist it. It's that easy to make a bow. You don't have to fret over your bow making abilities. I can help you. I have lots of bow videos, from using bow makers to no bow makers to showing you how to do it by hand. You're just going to kind of play with your bow here. And what I tend to do here is I like to wrap that middle section there, okay? And so what I'll do is I'll grab a little bit more of my ribbon that I already just used, okay? And you can kind of pull this. Let's go ahead and dovetail these. Since we know we did that to the other ribbons, might as well keep everything looking the same. Okay? Very easy. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of this ribbon and I'll just cut it. And then actually, because this is the edge, we don't really need that. I'm just going to cut this and cut this side. Don't cut your fingers. I almost cut my finger there. Don't do that. I wouldn't recommend it. All right. And then I'm just going to kind of fold it to kind of make it a smaller. And we're going to put it over top, and that just gives a nice finish there, doesn't it? So you go to the back, take your pipe cleaner and go like so, and then just twist it, okay? And you can add a little bit of glue down there. It's really up to you. I don't really think you need it, but if you're having an issue of it showing, add a little bit of glue. All right, so now we've got a nice little bow here, just simple. And you could even make these tails a little bit shorter once you hang it. See, that one looks a little bit longer, so let me make this a little bit shorter here. Go over this part with it. Make sure you have the right thing there. And then what's neat about this bow, or this wreath, is you can take out this red bow and do something different. You don't have to stay with it, okay? And just clip that off and tuck it under. All right, so there we go. We got something to hang it with, all right? I think it's looking really cute. Now, you could leave this wreath the way it is. You don't have to do anything more to it. You can just say, hey, I love my little crisscross wreath, and I could be done, all right? As you can see. But we're gonna do one more element to this wreath. Okay, so I cannot find some things that I wanted to find, but I'm just going to show you some ideas. These are signs that you can get at Dollar Tree right now, and I think they're super cute. They say XOXO. You could do something like this and put them on your wreath. I think that would be really cute. But I kind of like this. I have this from last year. I know that they're selling them again this year. I'm not sure that they're selling them with the little heart on it. But I'm going to use this, and we're going to put it down right in the middle. So let's see, how are we going to do that? I'm going to cut a little bit of this off, and I don't really want the little heart hanging, but I want to do it in such a way so that we don't like make the wreath look like we disassembled it. So I'm just going to kind of bring back that little ribbon here because you can see a little bit of my white. I'm going to just take a little stick pin here and just go like that. So how are we going to put this on our wreath? Because I don't want to glue it down. I want to make sure that you can take this off and do it for something else if you would rather, if you had like a little summer sign or something, that you don't have to keep it for Valentine's. And one of the things that I'm frustrated with, I can't find my floral pens. Floral pens have like 2 sides and I use them a lot. So we're going to improvise here. I'm going to take my T-pens that I have, and we're just going to make on 2 sides here. I'm going to take a wire and we're going to just flip our little dollar foam thing. And you could even use one of these. I have one of these, but I didn't feel like it was very big from Hobby Lobby, but you could do that too. But I kind of like the bigger look. So we're just going to stick with it here. I hope you guys can hear me well. I'm just struggling with my voice right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap, hold on here. I'm going to wrap my wire around this T-pen that I had. And again, I would normally say use like floral pens, but I don't have them, not today. And I'm just going to kind of go in at an angle, and then I'm going to take a little bit of glue here so that we can just kind of push that down. You don't want to get your fingers, okay? Did that side, and then we're just going to do this side because it's pretty lightweight. Again, just take your wire, go around that T-pen. I just love these T-pens, and I think they have them in my Amazon store as well. Get a pack of those, and they last me quite a while. I know quilters use these, but I use them too. Okay, so you're just going to wrap it around and find a spot here, a little bit of glue. Make sure we're not coming through there. Yep, we're good. And that's simple. It is that simple. And we let that glue set up, and then I'm going to come back and show you how to put this on the wreath. Okay, so we're ready to put our sign in here. Just going to take it. You're going to find your center here, and you're just going to kind of lay it on top of the wreath. And we're going to find a spot to connect. Now, we probably will not connect it to the bars because of where I'm coming in at. But I'm just going to kind of use the mesh. We're going to use the mesh to kind of anchor this. I'm going to put one down there and one on this side. Okay, so I've got it through here, and I'm not going to pull it down too much. And I'm going to twist it just kind of lightly because I want to make sure that we make it look nice on the other side too. Go on this side so we can move it around. Let me stand up so I can see it better. Yeah, I think that looks good. And I just went through the mesh. I did not connect it to the frame of our wreath because this sign is so light, it's okay. If you need it, if you have a heavier sign, then I would recommend going through the frame part. But you can hear my little elephants upstairs, so you can tell everybody's starting to feel a little bit better, especially Crosby. So we're done really well. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to just twist it. Actually, right here is going to be good enough. My goodness, he's having a good time. He's thumping around up there. Oh my word. Okay guys, it's real life. That's what I tell you here. Real life. Julie has real life going on. Okay, so you can see the little wire here, but that's okay. But I think it looks super cute, and it would be easy to remove. You could do a Easter theme with this. You could do, I mean, not with the red and black, of course, but my point is you could do all sorts of venues with this. So I really think it looks really pretty, and I hope you guys like this. So in the comments below, tell me if it's pipe cleaners, fuzzy sticks, or Chanel stems for you. Also, let me have a heart if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you click on my social medias. Make sure you're following me there. And until we see you again, I'm so happy to have been able to come back and make you the very first video of the new year in 2022. So we'll see you next time in Julie's Wreath Boutique. Bye-bye.